Well, all right. First, welcome to the bay here. Oyster farming is like a lot of things. It can be as simple as you want to make it. To make it simple, you work in harmony with nature. Or it can get as complicated as you want, where you grow oysters in an area where they really don't want to grow, and you use artificial systems, bag systems and cage systems and things. So, you know, there's a lot of options in it. I always thought if you were going to relax, it'd be a good idea to make money while you were doing it. So I started out with a license to recreationally fish oysters, because that was relaxing and I loved oysters. So I get commercial oyster license and started doing that just as a hobby because it relaxed me. My company leases an area, 2 leases in the bay here. And there's 3 other fellows that have leases in here, and we all work together to farm them, and works very well for all of us. Harvesting and taking the seed, putting it back out, it's just in harmony with the bay. This is McNabb's Bay, or the Malagash Basin. It's Canada's first oyster farm. That's Clark's Point. Bay Head is the land in behind over there. You come around past Shipyard Point. That was where the McNabbs used to build their big boats, was out there. You can see a kind of a red roof over that there. That's the Tim Hortons Children's Camp. They do some great work there. My gosh, it's great. When you sell an oyster or a clam or something, you get money for it. And anyone I know in the oyster or shellfish industry are like me. They get money, they spend it. And that goes into the local economy, and it's a really good thing. Something you can feel good about. So. All right, we're here. Yep. Morgan, you want to fire her up? See if, I don't know whether the pump's lost its priming yet or not. Couldn't get much simpler. You know, if you're alone and you go over out here, it's not going to be very pleasant. You're going to freeze there in the water before you get back aboard, probably. If the thing is running when you go over, it'll be off down the bay somewhere, and probably not going to be a good outcome. We got to go sometime, but I'd rather it not be for a while. Now, if you're afraid of mud and afraid of being wet and afraid of being cold, this is not a job for you. So, the good weather when you're out here is the exception rather than the rule. With the new regulations, though, when shellfish are harvested, they have to be in under sunshade. So this was coming anyway, and there's an air conditioning unit in over there, so we can start cooling things down here the minute we bring stuff up. So, makes it better for the shellfish. My friend in England, he says, Charles, you went somewhere and people take one look at you, they see that goofy grin, they know right off the bat that you have a problem, that, let's say you're special. I think everybody's special. But he says they go over and they put their arm around you and they look after you. And they tell you all sorts of things. And that's the truth. And unless they tell me, don't ever do this, Charles, then I'll go and I'll do it. So we have a shellfish hatchery. We learned that by what things people told us and showed me. And people take good care of me, take good care of us. A lot of good people in the world. Amazing the way it works. I'm in awe of it all the time. Yeah. We don't use any other clock other than the tide. Those of us that work on the water, it governs our lives. Most mornings when I wake up, right from the time I was a little kid, my room looked towards the bay, and I'd get up first thing and I'd look at the bay, and it's always the first thing I do. When my legs grew long enough when I was a kid, I headed for the bay. My mother cut me off the first time, so then I figured, well, I'd have to go over in the woods and they wouldn't see me, so I snuck around that way. My uncle gave me a boat when I was 11, so I didn't drown myself in the bay, and I've been at it ever since. So when I got so I could make a living here, it was even better. Good place. My people came in here in 1783, and ever since, on the family farm or in business, whatever they're in, there's always been 3 generations, and they always stood together. And my greatest joy is when there's myself and when Rachel or any of my children and their children, when we're all together doing something that's a part of our heritage or our DNA. I don't know how much longer it can be continued, because our world has switched, so much and so far away from that. But with us here yet, we've been able to continue that, and it's just a wonderful feeling just to have them there, and it's really great. I learned from them too. Check out what?